A while back, I reviewed this keypad for OSU. It's called the Think 4K. I've had it for like 5 months now. This is more like the follow-up review. So, unlike the last video, this one's actually completely unscripted. Because last video, I actually was reading off a script, but then I don't know what I was doing. So, anyways, this is it now, like 5 months later. I've actually been using it a lot, because again, it's a substitute for this, my keyboard. Um, Anyways, so what I did differently is that I put some new keycaps on it to make it more better quality. Keypad has actually been holding up pretty well for the abuse I put it because I've actually played a lot on this. I even took it to school one time, maybe multiple. Also, there's also a new software for this thing. What the new software does is that it's combined like everything, like all the settings into like a program, which is not hard coded, which is flashed onto the board in here. So as you can see, the little side button does not do anything anymore because I have actually the new firmware installed already. But let's go on over to the computer and I'll show you how to install it. On the computer now, and yes, I said that there was a new firmware for the Thick 4K. Also, sorry for the shaky camera. I'm using kind of a jank setup right now to mount which is my phone, which is the camera, so you can see the Thick 4K down here. I'm just using a freaking stand right now that's mounted, like literally in between my monitor and my wall. So, anyways, let's go ahead with the install. Anyway, so what you want to do is that you want to go to this website right here. It's called thnikk.moe. This is basically Thick's like website where you can find the documents which is like stuff that you want to read, models of keypads he sells, the shop, and his blog, and his info basically like his contact info and stuff. Now, what we want to do is that we want to go docs. Now you see pages, right? What we want to do is that we want to click OSU keypads. Now look to the right of the screen. You'll see contents. Scroll down a bit, or look down a bit, you'll see remapping. You want to click that. Now what you do is that you want to download the program. I already have it downloaded, so I don't need to download it. And also if you're on Mac and Linux, this is different. You don't download this. So you follow the instructions here if you're on Mac and Linux. Now, for the unified firmware, sorry, the instructions here for Mac and Linux, I highlighted wrongly. Anyways, for the unified firmware, this is the new firmware I was talking about. It's currently in beta. I actually don't know if this is shipping with new keypads now, so check in the configurator first if you already have this version. So what this version is that it supports all the configs like the LED and stuff. It has been removed to the remapper. The side screw here is remappable now, and each key can only be mapped to a single key. Basically, if you mapped it wrong, so let's say if this is Z and then you want this to be G, but then you accidentally press Z again, this would act as Z as well. Now, what you want to do is that you go to Unified Uploader, click it. I'll bring you to a GitHub link. Now, when you go, is that you press the green button, code green button, and you press download to zip. I already have it downloaded, so I don't have to download it again. Now, once you have both downloaded, you go to Files, your downloads, if you saved it. Now, where you unpack these two, where you unzip it. Again, I already unzipped it, so you go to the Unified Uploader, you go with that again. Now, what you want to do is that you want to run upload.bat. Double click it. Usually, if you see a pop-up that says Windows will tell you that Smart Screen invented an unrecognized app from starting. If you see that, click More Info and then Run Anyway. And we did that. So basically, what this is that he offers many keypads available. So there's a 2-key OSU keypad, which is basically normal OSU. It's a 2-key option, so 2K with RGB. And then he also has a 2 key, so basically these two keys, but then no RGB. He has a 4K, which is what we have, and an RGB. Again, this is RGB, it's just off right now. And then he has the non-RGB 4K keypad, a 2K touch keypad, which basically uses like touch sensors. So basically, imagine using an iPad as in like an OSU keypad. And then he also has a macro pad. So since we have a 4K RGB, we press 3. I'm not gonna press it because I already have the software installed, and I've actually done multiple takes of this because I kind of fucked up most of the runs because I don't know what happened. Anyways, I'm just gonna close that out for now. Okay, so once you have it installed, press say any key to close or any key to close. Yeah. Now once you have it uploaded, now you go to this. Now you go to downloads. You go to termite or termite.exe. Run it. As you can see, enter C to start the configurator. Oh, and also try to follow everything to the settings except the port. I have only one port right now, so also is multiple ports might show up. So what you do in that case is that you go through the ports one by one. So let's say you have COM1. Press OK. If it doesn't say this, then you go back to settings, then select the next line, which would be COM2. And then press OK, and so on and so on. But since now we have it up and running, press C to start the configurator, press enter. Now I'll show you what to do. So 0 to save and exit. This is basically when you're done with all the things, then you press 0 and then you press this here. But first, the first feature is to remap the keys. Again, I didn't get to this in my last review because I didn't know how to do it. Anyway, so you press 1, press the enter button. Now, I have it set to ASK right now, but I'll set it back to CXCV. So right now, it's on the first key. It's trying to map the first key. So where you go is that we press Z, and press enter again. Next key, it's on this key now. Press X, then that. Now it's this key, Z. Fuck. Oh. Okay, I'm back. So apparently Z closes the program here. Anyways, so anyway, I'm just gonna set the third key over here to V. You press enter. Now, for the fourth key, you're gonna do B. Now, we have the four keys as respective Z, X, B, B. Now, with the remap keys feature done, you go to LED mode. So basically it's the same thing as what you saw in my last review, go to 2. And then we got, actually we got new cycle mode. So this is cycle. I'll go ahead and take out the keycaps so you can actually see what it looks like. Sorry, excuse me for the shaky camera because again, jank methods. Usually got a keycap puller right here. Okay, so yes, this is what the RGB looks like. Hold on, I'm just gonna check OBS real quick. Okay. Yes, so this is what the cycle looks like. If we go back to the video. So you go to 2 again. So reactive. Let's go to reactive 1. What this basically is that it'll react to your key presses. I think that some of these are the same modes from my last review, or some. I think the only new one was the cycle mode. So check out my last video if you want to see the other modes. Anyways, brightness. So what this is basically what it says it is. Press 3. Now, enter a brightness value between 0 and 255. So again, 0 being completely off, as you can see. And if we go if we go back again, and 255 is on, like bright, I mean. Now, custom colors. What this is that basically this is a custom color mode or the set of custom colors. So if we go back to 255, 2, there's a custom mode. This is basically uh, this is basically the color configured for that custom mode. So we go 4. As you can see, please enter a color value for the respective key. Colors expressed are expressed of a 0 to 255 value, where red equals 0, orange equals 32, yellow equals 64, green equals 96, aqua 128, blue 160, purple 192, and pink 224. Current values 224, 192, 224, 192. So that would be pink. Okay, that would be. Never mind. So color for key 1. Let's go aqua 128. Key 2. Let's go blue 160. Key 3. Let's go green. So 96. And for key 4, let's go yellow. Or yeah, yellow. 64. Okay, now we have the RGB value set. So again, 128, 160, 96, and 64. Now, idle timeout. What this basically is that this is an idle timeout for the LEDs. What this is that let's show you what it is. So 5. Please enter an idle timeout value in minutes between 0. If 0 value 0 will disable the idle timeout feature. Current value 5. Basically what this is that the LEDs will go inactive after 5 minutes of no input. So basically, I want to turn this off, so I go 0. Now, okay, with that done, we go to side button mode. Since this side button is actually now remappable, we go 6, 64, just 6. Now, what this is that we have disabled sort of the profiles for the side button. We have disabled. Basically, it'll disable the side button here. We've got layer. So basically, this is useful if but like some of these keypads will be used for other rhythm games like Friday Night Funkin', for example, or Dance of Fire and Ice. Most of these, some of these don't have like a menu where you can change the keybinds. So basically what this is that you can have like multiple keybinds for each key. So let's say you have ASKL on one layer. We can press this button, it will switch to ZXCV automatically just by pressing the button. Again, it's useful if for a game you can't change the keybinds for. 2 for profile. So what this is, this is for the LEDs. So basically, once you hit this, it'll change the LED profile. And 3 for escape. This will basically, once you press that, it'll press escape. Again, this was at the old keypad. This was on the old firmware, just legacy mode. The current value is 3, so it will press escape once it is pressed. I will put it on. I'll still put it on 3. So to get out of the menu, so select your mode by doing 1, 2, or 3. So I still want the escape mode, so I press 3. Now, once you have everything set, before you press close over here, what you want to do is that you press 0 and then enter. This will save the settings to the keypad itself, and it will enter C, and then it'll go back to the screen. If you're going back to this screen, it is now safe to close the terminal here. Now, make sure everything works. Like, as you can see, everything does work, including the keybinds. Okay, let's just go to game here. Assess the side button. Just go to random game. Funky Friday will do. Yeah, along with those who have also been playing Friday. I just gotta test the features, so. Okay, so we're back. Now we just press the little button over here. Now, it does press escape, so let me press escape on my normal keyboard. Yep, it does work. Okay, let's go back. Right, color modes. Yep, does work. RGB does work. Right, so that's how you install and configure the new thnikk 4K software. Back to the phone. Thank you, Computer Me. So we're back to the phone now. So I do still recommend this keypad. It's been holding up very well. Again, I did put new keycaps. The old keycaps actually didn't break. I just decided I picked up a keycap set, so I decided to replace it. So my plans moving forward on this is that I intend. So let's just get rid of the keycaps right now. Actually, I don't know if I can do this with one hand. The whole keypad. Okay. Anyways, so I do intend to get rid of the cherry switches in here for lighter switches. So it'll be less taxing on stamina. Oh, also, I forgot to mention in my last review that this thing is hot swappable. It means you can hot swap the switches. So let's just take off the cable here. Okay, took it off. Okay, there. Now, do it one hand. That we just pull. I mean, if you do have a keycap switch puller, you can do it. But I usually just use my fingers. Anyways, so yep, this is the cherry switches it comes with. Again, genuine cherry MX reds. Drop it. Genuine cherry MX reds. You can see. It says cherry on there. This is a 3-pin switch. Legs are a little bent. Again, I took it to school like a couple of times. Let's just bend it back. Anyways, this is PCB here I think supports 5-pin switches. Also, there's north-facing LEDs. So let's just put back switch there. If I did put it in the right way. Yes, I did put it the right way. Now let's put back the keycap. Make sure it still works. Make sure. All right, plug it back in. Put it wrong way. Focus. Well, half of like. Okay. Focus. Again. So my plans moving forward with this is that I'm gonna put new switches in here. I'm gonna put Arco CS Vintage Whites, which are actually really light. They'll actually help with stamina a lot. Since they're light, they take less effort to push. Means they won't take a lot of stamina. I can last longer, so endurance maps should be more easier with that. So anyways, that concludes the follow-up video to the thnikk 4K. Have a great one.
Guayando. Y ahora que la cosa se va a poner buena aquí.